Hi. I've sort of come to the conclusion that it's pretty tough being a freelance journalist. Where do you start? So I think it's really nice when somebody comes and approaches you with a story, somebody you've met and worked with before, and that's just happened to me. I got this phone message this morning, which I couldn't really hear. It was kind of garbled and broken up a little bit, but it was from a guy called Prof Schoenberg, who I met when I was working on the Roots game for Channel 4, and he's obviously got a story for me, which is brilliant. He's a nice guy as well. When I first met him, he was a bit serious and a bit not unapproachable, just a bit quiet. But then we started to talk, and he kind of got to trust me, because I think what he was worried about was me being a journalist and things. He was worried that I was going to be looking for some sort of quick, easy, media blasting sort of pap, rather than what I'm actually interested in, which is conveying issues and things. So we started to talk, and he opened up a little bit, and he's got a really great way of talking using metaphors. He says that if you're going to be talking about genetics in the public arena, you should be using metaphors to make it a lot easier to understand. So he's got a great way of talking. And he started off working in the public sector, and then he moved into this public engagement thing, which is what his real passion is, and biodiversity is really what he loves to look at. And what he's really trying to get people to be aware of is these sort of little communities out in the Amazon. All these forests and these plants and things, where all these scientists are desperately trying to get in there to try and reach around and play around with the stuff. And he's afraid of two things. One, people patenting the genes, governments sort of taking hold of them, when really it's a wealth in common for the entire world. And also that these communities are going to be cutting down these forests and getting rid of them, for farming and for logging, which is fine. I mean, it's money today, but what's the point in cutting down the apple tree and just using the wood and burning for that winter if you're going to be getting rid of 30 years worth of apples? Is kind of the metaphor that he would use. So he's a really interesting guy, and whatever this story is, it's bound to be something interesting. So I'm looking forward to meeting him. The audio message that he left me, I'll upload it, and I'll report back when I've met him. It should be good.